Okay, trying this one more time because I know we had connection issues on the last one. So here we go. 49ers beat the New England Patriots 30-13 at home at Levi Stadium. Uh, wow, it was a packed house. It was a fun time. And I'm sure fans that were there watching or in person enjoyed the game. There were some great plays. George Kittle's touchdown, Fred Warner's interception. I mean, Juwan Jennings' catch, incredible plays. Also, some not so great plays. They did allow a 50-yard explosive, but overall, the 49ers played well enough to win, and it kind of was a reset, kind of getting back to seeing what we know of them. Injury updates. Jordan Elliott could miss some time with a knee injury. Um, he injured his knee in the first half, didn't come back. Kyle Shanahan said it's not an MCL or ACL, or it could be an MCL. It's not an ACL, nothing terribly serious, but he could miss some time. As far as the other injuries, George Kittle, rib injury. He denied that he had any injury at all in the post-game presser. Fred Warner, ankle injury, did not play the entire second half, but was jumping up and down, yelling at his defense in the second half. So as far as I know, it looks like they'll be back. George Kittle obviously played the whole second half. I would think Fred Warner is back for weeks 5 against the Arizona Cardinals, who come in next week. I would think Talanoa Hufanga is back soon. He rolled his ankle on Thursday. Thursday was the worst practice injury-wise for the 49ers. Curtis Robinson out for the season with an ACL. Jordan Elliott hurt his foot. He came back to play, but of course now hurt his knee. Trent Williams was out with a toe injury. There were illnesses. Curtis Robinson, just sucks for him that he is such a good special teams contributor and now out for the season. I did see him walking out in the stadium, crutches, full leg brace with his parents. Just unfortunate. I did see Christian McCaffrey walking out of the locker room, and that is a good sign. The fact that Christian McCaffrey was on the sidelines for the game is a really good sign, because players who stand on the sidelines have to be able to get out of the way if a play comes their direction. And normally when guys are injured, especially lower body, they are not allowed to stand on the sidelines because they could get more injured if a play comes their way. So that's a good sign. I did see him also walking out of the locker room and out to the exit. So good that he's back and he is walking and seemingly without a limp. So that's good for him. Talanoa Hufanga wasn't doing a whole lot. He was walking around and he seemed like he was fine. His baby was there and his girlfriend was there. So I did see them. So hopefully he's back soon. But I would think Fred Warner is back sooner than later. Jacob Cowing left the game for a little bit with a shoulder injury. He came back. Outside of that, the 49ers are, I would think, relatively healthy, considering what's gone on the past couple weeks. So Ricky Pearsall could come back. They have 2 open roster spots. So they had 52 men on the roster. They have they put Curtis Robinson and Javon Hargrave on IR. They brought up Sam Okwanu to the active roster. So they have 2 spots left. My thought is Ricky Pearsall and Kalia Davis. I think those are the 2 guys that they bring back. They do need more depth at defensive tackle. Kalia Davis is a guy who knows the system and plays well. As far as trades, I don't think it's something that they'll do, just because we've seen them trade for defensive linemen in the past, and it hasn't panned out well. They have not contributed. I thought Chase Young was going to be amazing for the 49ers defensive line, and he wasn't. Randy Gregory came in. He wasn't great. Cleveland Farrell was the best guy that they brought in last year, and he was a guy that they brought in during training camp. So I think guys that come in with, in mid-season, I just think they don't play well on the defensive line. We haven't seen a guy come in mid-season and just kill it for the defensive line. So Evan Anderson, rookie, got involved. Kevin Givens, who's been around. So happy for him. uh, Malik Collins, Sam Aquanu. I mean, this defensive line did really well with considering the injuries that they had. Nick Bosa was so funny after the game. He was like walking really slow to the podium, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I'm just tired." He ran after Jacoby Brissett so much. I mean, he got his steps in. He was running all over the place. Nick Bosa's second effort is pretty impressive. If he doesn't get whoever it is, the quarterback on the first, he'll definitely keep going and go for the second one. So I mean, he effort on the field is pretty crazy. Yeah, DJ Jones was such a good player, but he was really expensive, and the 49ers couldn't keep him. Um, so young guys, this rookie class has been really impressive, right? Dominic Pooney playing on the offensive line. Um, they have Jacob Cowing returning punts. Evan Anderson got in. Malik Mustafa got in. Tatum Bethune. Ricky Pearsall is going to come back, and he's going to play as well. So this rookie class has been really impressive, and the defense played really well. Offensively, Brock had a good game. I cannot believe the difference in completion yards for each quarterback. Brock Purdy, 15 completions for 288 yards, which makes his completion rate just under 20 yards per completion. Jacoby Brissett, 19 completions for 168 yards, which means his average yards of completion was 8.8. Play-wise, 49ers, 7.2 yards per play. Patriots, 3.5 yards per play. Pretty impressive how the defensive line stepped up. The defense overall stepped up after having a couple not so great games. So I'm going to sign off here. We just did a quick one. Just wanted to check in to see if that other one didn't work because the streaming. So I wanted to do a better one for y'all. I'll give you more updates as we go along. And definitely subscribe, stay tuned, check in often, and definitely say hi if you see me on the field. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll do more updates. It is 10 o'clock, and I'm ready to go to bed. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.